Listen up. I'm about to share something that could completely transform your life. It's not complicated, it's not some secret formula, but it is powerful. Time. We all have exactly the same amount of it each day, 24 hours. No more, no less. But why do some people accomplish so much while others barely move forward? Here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. Time is more valuable than money. You can always earn more money, but you can never, and I mean never, get back a single second of wasted time. Think about that for a moment. How many hours did you waste yesterday? Last week? Last year? Those hours are gone forever. But don't worry. I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to wake you up, to help you make a change, to show you how to take control of your time and, by extension, your entire life. The 80-20 rule, your secret weapon. Let me introduce you to something that changed my life. The 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. It's simple but incredibly powerful. The rule states that roughly 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. Think about that. Most of what you accomplish comes from a small fraction of what you do. So here's my question to you. Do you know which activities make up that critical 20% in your life? If not, you're likely wasting enormous amounts of time on things that don't really matter. Take a moment right now and ask yourself, what are the one or two things I could do today that would have the biggest impact on my life, my career, or my business? Those are your 20% activities, your high-value tasks. Most people start their day working on whatever seems easiest or most urgent. But successful people, they start with what's most important. They tackle their 20% activities first, when their energy and focus are at their peak. Here's a practical exercise. Tonight, before you go to bed, write down the 3 most important tasks for tomorrow. When you wake up, start with the most important one, the one that would make the biggest difference, and don't stop until it's done. Then move to the next. I guarantee this simple habit will double your productivity almost immediately. The power of urgency. Have you ever noticed how much you can accomplish when a deadline is approaching? Suddenly, all distractions fade away. Your focus sharpens. You work with incredible efficiency. That's the power of urgency, and it's something that all highly successful people have mastered. They don't wait for external deadlines to create this sense of urgency. They create it themselves, every single day. Urgency is not about stress or panic. It's about a deep understanding that time is passing and won't come back. It's about respecting time enough to use it wisely. Tom Peters, in his groundbreaking book, In Search of Excellence, discovered that the most successful companies share one critical trait: a sense of urgency. They respond quickly, act decisively, and don't procrastinate. Compare that to average companies that delay, make excuses, and put things off until it's convenient. The difference is stark, and it explains why about 20% of companies in any industry generate 80% of the profits. They simply get more done in less time. So how do you develop this sense of urgency? Start by setting deadlines for everything, even small tasks. Use a timer when working, promise quick delivery, and then hold yourself accountable. Train yourself to act immediately on important matters instead of putting them off. Remember, action today is better than perfect planning tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Start now, move quickly, and adjust as you go. Time management techniques that actually work. Let's get practical. Here are some specific techniques that have helped me take control of my time and multiply my productivity. First, embrace the power of saying no. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Be selective about your commitments. Ask yourself, is this the best use of my time right now? If not, decline politely but firmly. Second, batch similar tasks together. Your brain works more efficiently when it's focused on one type of activity. Set specific times for checking emails, making phone calls, or attending meetings. Don't let these activities scatter throughout your day, destroying your focus and momentum. Third, eliminate distractions. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. Each time it takes about 23 minutes to fully regain your concentration. Do the math. That's hours of productivity lost every day. Try this. When working on important tasks, put your phone in another room. Close unnecessary browser tabs. Use website blockers if needed. Create an environment that supports focus rather than undermines it. Fourth, use the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Don't waste time writing it down, scheduling it, or thinking about it later. Just get it done and move on. Fifth, track your time for a week. You might be shocked to discover where your hours are actually going. Most people dramatically underestimate how much time they waste on low-value activities. Knowledge is power. Once you see the reality, you can make better choices. How successful people manage time differently. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to accomplish so much? They don't have more hours in the day than you do. They just use those hours differently. Successful people don't find time for important things. They make time. They understand that waiting for spare time is a recipe for failure. Instead, they decide what matters most and schedule it into their day, protecting that time fiercely. They also understand the difference between being busy and being productive. Being busy means working hard. Being productive means getting results, and they're not the same thing. Many people stay busy all day but accomplish very little of real value. They confuse activity with achievement. Successful people focus on results, not just effort. Another key difference: successful people plan their day the night before. They don't wake up wondering what they should do, they already know. This eliminates decision fatigue and helps them start strong. Perhaps most importantly, they focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking is a myth. Your brain can't actually focus on two things simultaneously, it just switches rapidly between them, performing worse at both tasks. Deep, focused work on one important task will always produce better results than divided attention across multiple tasks. Mental programming for time mastery. Now let's talk about something rarely discussed but incredibly powerful: how to program your mind for better time management. Your habits and behaviors are largely driven by your subconscious mind. If you want to change how you manage time, you need to change your subconscious patterns. Here's how. First, use positive affirmations. These are simple statements that you repeat to yourself with emotion and conviction. For example, I use my time wisely. I focus on high-value activities. Or I act with urgency on important matters. Say these affirmations out loud each morning and evening. It might feel strange at first, but these statements gradually reprogram your subconscious mind, changing how you think and act without conscious effort. Second, practice visualization. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself being highly productive, focused, and in control of your time. See yourself completing important tasks efficiently, feeling energized rather than stressed. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish well between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. By regularly visualizing yourself as someone who manages time exceptionally well, you begin to become that person in reality. Third, try the act as if technique. Pretend you're already excellent at time management. How would you behave? What decisions would you make? How would you respond to distractions? By acting as if you're already skilled at managing time, you begin to develop those very skills. Remember, your actions shape your identity, not the other way around. You don't have to feel like a highly productive person to act like one. Start with the behaviors, and the feelings and identity will follow. Taking action, your time revolution, starts now. We've covered a lot, but knowledge without action is worthless. So let's end with a simple challenge. Pick just one idea from this video and implement it tomorrow. Just one. Maybe it's writing down your 3 most important tasks tonight. Maybe it's putting your phone in another room while you work. Maybe it's using the 80-20 rule to identify your high-value activities. Choose one change, commit to it for a week, and notice what happens. Small changes consistently applied lead to massive results over time. Remember that time management isn't really about managing time. It's about managing yourself. It's about making conscious choices rather than reacting to whatever comes your way. It's about taking control of your life 1 hour at a time. The quality of your time management directly determines the quality of your life. When you waste time, you're wasting life itself. When you use time wisely, you're creating the future you desire. So let me ask you, what will your future self thank you for? What small change can you make today that will compound into something remarkable over time? The choice is yours. Your time revolution starts now. Don't waste another minute. Did you know? Just one like from you can give me the motivation to create more awesome videos. And by subscribing with the notification bell on, you'll never miss out on my next amazing content. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this video or suggest a topic you'd like to see next.